Begin with Kansas. Collins and Brady Morningstar in the backcourt. Tyshawn Taylor, Marcus Morris, one of the Morris twins on this KU team, and the aforementioned Cole Aldrich. A very, very young team with a lot of freshmen or sophomores who hardly played last year, getting big minutes now for Bill Self. Keep an eye on Isaiah Thomas if you can. He's a 5'8 blur. Justin Denman in the backcourt. Quincy Pondexter, John Broxton, and Darnell Gant up front for Washington. Washington was 16-17, did not go to the postseason last year. Kansas, of course, went all the way last year. And there's Isaiah Thomas, who was named after Isaiah Thomas. We'll tell you that story a little bit later on, but he's a guy, Coach, a huge scorer in high school, in prep school, only 5'8", a lefty, a ton of confidence. He can shoot, he can drive. He's going to be a handful for the Jayhawks today.
Well, one thing I think he has to learn to do, Dan, is really play under control. Right now, Washington has a tremendous deficit between assists and turnovers for the course of the 3 games that they've played, and neither team has had a particularly good three-point shooting percentage, and I think that's something to watch during the course of this game.
There's a lot to work on for both teams in the early going, and a lot that these two coaches still don't know about their teams because of how many freshmen are getting major minutes. Brockman, number 40. And Kansas starts off with Morris guarding him, not Aldrich. Aldrich is on Gant. Backdoor cut knocked away. Washington gets it back. Gant, no. Pondexter inside, blocked by Aldrich. Kansas pushing. Collins with a pull-up. 2-0 KU.
You know, Aldrich made a great defensive play down there. He kept his poise, didn't commit the foul, and came up with the basketball.
And we'll get into this later, but Coach Knight thinks Aldrich has a chance to be a very special player. Didn't get a ton of minutes last year, but when he did, performed admirably. And if nothing else, Coach, you have to love and admire the effort these kids are putting out right now.
I think it'll be a game with great effort with both teams, and we see Aldrich go up without making the foul, comes down, good outlet pass. The thing that I think Kansas has started out doing is put a lot of size on Isaiah Thomas and Taylor. Taylor's got a good reach, he's got arm span, and he's got really good size to play against Thomas.
A 6'3 freshman out of Jersey City. Gant misses the baseline jumper. You can see Washington just crashing the offensive glass here in the early going, and they keep it alive and get the ball back.
The two guards, Dentman and Thomas, in their last game scored 40 points between them, and I think guard scoring will be important for Washington in this game.
We'll see Vinoy Overton coming off the bench as well in the backcourt, and a very unusual thing about this Washington backcourt is Thomas banks it in. All 3 guards who will get major minutes are left-handed. You never see something like that.
Well, Thomas got up over Taylor that time, which is an indication of what kind of spring he has.
This is Morningstar, a sophomore. Double team on Aldrich. Nice pass inside to Marcus Morris.
As soon as Aldrich caught the ball, he looked to his left or looked to the inside, and he is really, really effective passing the ball from anywhere in the post.
Good hedge there by Aldrich. Marcus Morris with the bucket. One of the 2 Morris twins. Markeith is the other one. Markeith is an inch taller and about 10 pounds heavier. And they're both getting big minutes as freshmen for the Jayhawks. Morris was looking for the alley-oop there. And a great job defensively by Pondexter to break it up.
Here's a feed into Aldrich in the post, and watch how he turns immediately to look opposite, and Kansas gets the easy bucket because of Aldrich's awareness of what's going on the other side of the lane. How
important is it, Coach, to have a big man who can pass the ball?
There's nothing more important than that, because there are so many things that happen against the double team in the post man, and if he's not aware of the open man, then the double team can become effective. Not with this kid.
Kansas fans will remember fondly the semifinal game against North Carolina as Taylor elevates, but he's called for the offensive foul. Darnell Gant coming over to take the charge.
All right, as we take a look at that, the thing that I'd like to point out is Taylor's got to pull up. He's got an 8-foot jumper off the board, and he's got to pull up. He took it too deep that time. When you see the guy slide over and you've got the ball on the dribble, don't take a chance on the foul. Pull up for the shot.
Taylor's a freshman, played at St. Anthony's in New Jersey under Bob Hurley. Pondexter off to a slow start offensively this season. He had a big finish to last season for the Huskies, but hasn't really gotten out of the gate very well offensively this year. There's Lorenzo Romar, 7th year.